Today's episode of Film Riot is brought to you by FreshBooks Online Invoicing and HP DV7T with Beats Audio and the smart Intel Core i5 processor. And the love of Bruno. Today on Film Riot, I address your DSLR questions. So you didn't plan it?
No. It's like one of those impulse buys.
You just
did it. Didn't think about it.
Have you ever stolen a person before?
No. First time. It was invigorating. Like skydiving. Or eating a duck.
You've never eaten a duck. Well, what does he do?
Sit on his lap.
No. What?
Just do it. It's comforting. Like a human chair.
I'd rather not. He looks like he carries baby rabies.
Oh, baby.
Shut up, mouth face.
At least poke his chest. It's like poking a poster board.
Oh.
That's firm. I told you.
I know, crazy, right?
I think I'll keep him.
We could use an extra hand.
Don't keep me. You aren't going to tell anyone, are you?
No. He seems honest. Logo. Welcome to Film Riot, the show that takes the mystery out of the effects and techniques going to some of your favorite Hollywood films. I'm your host, Ryan Conley. Now, as I whispered gently into your episode watching ear last week, we base what the show is about on you. So when I get an influx of specific questions on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, etc., by God, you're going to get an answer. But before we get to that, there's this. The thing about this is it's clean, cold, convenient, and it only took me 2 seconds to get. It's crazy to think how much we take for granted such an important resource. And even some of us can be a little snobbish at times and refuse to drink it out of anything else but a bottle. Yet there's nearly 1 billion people around the world that don't have any access to it. That's why I would like to ask all of you to join me in helping bring clean water to those that need it by donating to Charity Water. You can do that by going to revision3.com/charity water, then click on Film Riot to donate. 100% of the money that you donate is going to go to building wells for communities that need it. And there's no such thing as a small amount. Imagine if everybody in the Film Riot community gave just $1. We'd be able to build a crap load of wells. So I'd like to say thank you for those of you who've already donated, like Gabriel Lamas and Ryan Walsh, and I hope to see your name on there soon. So now let's get into those DSLR questions. The first one up is the one I was asked the most, and that is, why did you compare the T2i to the 5D instead of the 7D? Wouldn't that have made more sense? The answer to that question is no, it wouldn't have. The 7D and the T2i have basically the same video quality, except the 7D is $800 more expensive because the photography side is far superior to the T2i. But if you want a DSLR just for shooting video, you'd want to go with the T2i or the 60D since it's cheaper with pretty much the same quality. Personally, I would go with the 60D because it has the swivel screen, and from what I've heard, it's better than the T2i, but I have yet to get my hands on it, so. Next question. Does the 5D key better than the T2i? I read that and I was like, hey, good question. Let's find out. Ready? Nope. They seem to pretty much work the same. Our next question comes via Twitter from Sivon Schlong.
Schlonghausen.
What?
His name is Sivon Schlonghausen.
An entire house of genitalia. What's your primary method of removing rolling shutter, jelly video, from your 5D footage? Ah yes, the horrible rolling shutter effect. Or as Schlongy called it, jello. Which is also the name of a dance that fat girls do at the club, where they slap the fat and let the momentum do the rest of the work.
Totally off track.
Right. There's a few plugins that will correct the rolling shutter issue for you. One of my favorites is actually called Rolling Shutter, and it's made by the Foundry. But the one I've been using lately that works surprisingly well is the Rolling Shutter fix that's built into iMovie 11.
Hey Rod, let's take a look.
Hey Josh, great suggestion! See, that came out really good.
That was horribly cheesy and I'm editing it out.
No, you will not.
Editing it.
You will leave it in and you will like it. So first of all, here's a clip that I recorded in my backyard to show the rolling shutter on the 5D. Pretty disgusting. So then I took it into iMovie and then click, analyzes, and then there you go, rolling shutter fix. You can see a little grossness at the end there because I didn't stop smoothly enough, but here they are side by side to see the difference. And here's a still frame. You can see the top one not fixed, yuck. The bottom one, pretty dang good. See, there you go. So cool, right? OMG, LOL, ROFL, BRB.
All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. The monkey thought the weasel was gonna eat the donut or I'll kill you. Oh, that's better. Want another piece? You hear that?
Well, it's really loud, so yeah.
It's clarity of sound, my friend. Pop, pop, pow. Built-in subwoofer for optimized studio quality sound. Can you feel that bass? Boom, boom.
I can, but I already know this stuff because
This
it's
beautiful piece of ear candy comes with a little something called Beats Audio from Dr. Dre.
I know.
Who has an MD and making your ears bleed. In a good way.
I know all of this. I'm the one that
I'm
told
glad you asked. No, audio isn't the only thing popping and locking about this laptop.
I know.
It's got that HP display, True Vision webcam, and a sexy brushed aluminum case.
Dude.
I know what you're going to ask. And yes, it does have an Intel Core i5 processor, so it can handle games and HD movies like a champ.
Could you please?
Hold on a sec.
Joshua!
HP DV7T
Josh.
with Beats Audio. And the Intel Core i5 processor. What?
Can I have my laptop back?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Logo. Josh, tell the people where we are.
Back from the sponsorship.
Correctly put, my little pineapple. And the next question, which was asked a whole lot, was about audio. Now, though I showed this in an older episode, this one, I'll still go through it real quick because the one I showed in the older episode, this one was not my setup, but someone else's. So first, I have the JuiceLink JL DT454, which I connect to the 5D through its mic jack. This gives you 2 XLR inputs to work with, plus audio monitoring in the back and manual level control. Now this only gives you left channel of audio, so you have to center it in post, and it tends to be just a little bit noisy, but this is still a great method for getting in-camera audio for DSLRs. Still, the best option for audio with a DSLR is external audio with something like the H4n Zoom. Now everything I talked about in this episode goes for both the T2i and the 5D, but the one thing that the T2i has that the 5D doesn't is the ability to shoot at 60 frames per second. So if you wanted to, you could take the T2i, shoot at 60 frames per second, then convert it in post for some slow motion. So it does have that over the 5D.
I don't wanna wait for this life to be over.
I know a lot of you are starting your own business or doing freelance, which is why I'm really excited about our new sponsor, FreshBooks. Because when you're doing freelance or starting your own business, you're gonna have to do invoices, which is not something us creatives really like to do. The good news is that FreshBooks takes all the annoyance out of the process and considerably cuts down the time it takes to get this corporate portion done and get you paid with their online invoicing service. I've been using it and I can honestly say that I love it. In fact, I've happily thrown out my old invoicing software. And another great thing about FreshBooks is how professional it makes you look, from its presentation to the function of using PayPal to accept payments online. For us small business owners, appearance is everything. Now the best thing about FreshBooks is getting started is completely free. So go to freshbooks.com and sign up for a free account. And here's the delicious part that they're doing for our Film Riot viewers. They're giving a birthday cake away every day to someone who signs up for a new account from our show. All you have to do for a chance to get a birthday cake sent to you is sign up for a new account and enter Film Riot in the How Did You Hear About Us section while signing up. Because who doesn't like some B-Day cake? And with FreshBooks, any day could be your birthday. And that's that. 2 episodes, 1 week, awesome town. Anyway, you can, I totally messed
Rewind.
up. What?
Rewind.
You might watch how I do
And play.
And that's that. 2 episodes, 1 week. Awesome town. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/Ryan_Conley. You could also check us out on our Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube so you can help me ward off the trolls. Anyway, I'll see you next Thursday when I make a time machine out of an old DeLorean.
Go, she's rolling. It's like, I just realized I went. Right over. What? Oh, okay.
Shut up!
Going in the lower.
Have you seen Hostel?
Don't talk.
I've always wanted to threaten
Don't
someone.
talk.
Have you seen it?
Don't talk.
Where is it?
I'll hit him. Felt good, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, because I got in a fight with my wife earlier, and that was just like, because I can't hit her.
Yeah.
I thought about
I think
it.
I would call the cops on you. No, I mean, you are my brother, but I'm pretty sure I'd call the cops on you.
There still are gentlemen in the world. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna effing kill you.